All right, so this is review number 2 of the 3rd gen Tacoma. Now, on the internet, on YouTube, you're going to see all kinds of videos on people's kind of review, or, do I love it? I like it. I don't. Do I regret it? Anyways, this is my second one. I've owned it now for a month. And what I did do is I went and I got it tuned. So that tune did help with little things like the shifting, and also the acceleration's quicker right from the get-go. And so having it tuned was key. Let me tell you a variety of the shortcomings, though, of the 3rd gen Toyota Tacoma. One of them, these are little things. Some of them are little and some are not so little. So it does not have Android Auto or Apple CarPlay, which sucks. My 2014 Kia car had it. So it's kind of like, Toyota, what are you doing? Why are you so behind the times? Secondly, under the hood here, there's just the stupid old school, like, put up the hood with one bar thing and hook it into the thing to keep up the hood. Are you freaking kidding me? My 2017 Chevy Colorado had hydraulics to keep up the hood. It's like, why wouldn't you put that in your premium truck? It's not a hard thing. Chevy figured it out. Okay, the next thing, remote start. Oh man, these trucks don't have remote start until you get to 2020. And then they came on some or most of the models. Now, my remote looks like this. I'm not sure if you can see that. This is the most chintzy, shitty remote piece of plastic you can buy out there. Look at this. This feels like an aftermarket one I got on eBay or something. It's just so flimsy. I guess there's like a metal key that would unlock the door right here normally. It's garbage. It's garbage. My Colorado key was like this solid, big, chunky thing with real buttons and such. And I just am like, Toyota, what are you doing? What are you doing? It doesn't make sense. Okay, the next thing is the navigation in there is just okay. Problems, if you try to move your finger on the touch screen and slide stuff around, it doesn't just do it smoothly. You then have to like go back to this screen to then get to there. It's not nice. I'll tell you, it's just not nice. What else? Okay, suspension wise, mine's stock suspension, and I would say it rivals the newer Colorados, and those, they're about the same. So neither is really great. It's not like I'm just riding on a side-by-side where it's like so comfortable, and neither is awful. They're both about, so-so. So let's see. So those items. Here's one of the bigger ones for me. Now, on a 4-door, it might not have this issue. I don't know, because I'll never own a 4-door. I'll just have access cab. It's the way the doors close, and it's the clunkiness. And there's so many nice vehicles out there that have doors that just close solid, and you just feel like that's solid. That's not clunky. Listen to this. Now listen to this one too. It's like this fucking truck clunky sound from, like, I don't know, 1990 or something like that. It's horrible. It's absolutely horrible. And it's one thing I saw when I first bought the truck, and I was like, okay, am I going to be able to overlook it? I'm trying to, but it's just like, why? Why is that made so shitty? I don't understand why. The bed of the truck. You've got a button for, like, what, 110? And that's fine, but it's kind of like, well, why didn't you put a 12 volt back here? You put a 12 volt up on the dash inside, and then one in the console, the center console. Why would you put a 12 volt in the center console? Who's gonna put something that connects inside of a box where then the lid closes down on the cord? Why would you do that? They needed one back here. There's not one back here. Who wouldn't want to blow up their paddleboard or floaties or something right from the tailgate where their shit is? Like, what are you doing, Toyota? Like, just some really stupid things like that. In my first video, I talked about the seats being not real comfortable. For some people, it's just fine. But what it is is it's the pitch of the seat, right? And the pitch is just the tilt, right? So if you are pitched like this, meaning your knees are lower than your hips, over time, that's likely to create pain. So I added the lifters in the front, which then pitch it up higher. So for long periods of driving, you're just going to be more comfortable. How they didn't figure that out years ago, I'm not sure. Now, a 2017 Chevy Colorado has power seats. This is the TRD off-road. This is their nicest one, I think, for 2016. I don't think there was a limited. So it's like no power seats. No power seats in your most premium truck that you have. So the controls, they're fine. Once you set it, you'll probably not mess with them too much more. But it's like, why wouldn't you just give a power seat? You've been putting them in your Camrys since 1996. It's not that big of a deal. Add that function in. It's so stupid. It's another poor design thing. Now, if you don't think this is a poor design, then you don't understand ergonomics. And it's the buttons in here. Let me turn the camera around and show you. Right here. Okay, you see all four of those, right? There is to turn on the vehicle, 4-wheel drive, and obviously your temperature controls, right? There's 3 knobs for temperature controls. All in line. They're all the same size. This is really stupid. Why would you put a 4-wheel drive button right near where you turn on and off the truck? This is not a good design. Now, the upper controls are up here for the off-road stuff, and that's good. But this is not good. Here, it's hidden. If you're in your seat to even see this, this is hidden behind the steering wheel like so. You have to look over to get it. Number 2, a 4-wheel drive system should never be near the on button like that. That should be somewhere else. Anywhere else. Anywhere else. It could be over here. It could be up top. It could be in this area, which I would love if they used in this area. But yeah, poor design on that. Just some of the other features that are features in it, like in front of the shifter there is a wireless charging pad for your phone. It doesn't make sense. It's way out of the way. Okay, I'm going to put my phone way in there so I can't see it, number 1. And number 2, most people use a case on their phone. If you have a case on your phone, it's not going to work. It can't sense it because the cases are too thick. So it's like, oh, okay, good thought, like good thought from the get-go, but not executed well. Just start over, do something different, because that's not working. I'm not looking to buy a 4th gen 4Runner or Tacoma yet or anything like that, but I am really curious to get in one and see what kind of designs they've done slightly different. Have they really redesigned and made things different? I'm going to go to a Toyota dealership, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to get in one, and I'm going to give you a review of a 4th gen, ergonomics, drivability, and everything like that. Because I know that there's ones out there already, there's reviews out there already, but they're dumb reviews. I got to tell you, they're dumb reviews. They're like people who, oh, Toyota gave us the truck for 2 days to drive out, and here's what I've felt. It felt like this is a great truck. Dude, any vehicle, a Toyota Corolla feels like an awesome car, brand new off the lot. You can't go off of people's reviews like that. You've got to go off of real owners who have actually owned the vehicle and can tell you all the ins and outs of it. So I know you're thinking, well, man, this guy talks a lot of shit on his own truck. Why does he own this Tacoma then? Well, here's the deal. You don't know all these things on vehicles until you own it. You test drive it, it feels decent, you buy one. And that's kind of why I bought one. I always thought, oh, I've always wanted a Toyota Tacoma. I'm going to get one finally. And I'm going to love it, And I would say I like it. I would say I'm not in love with it. I don't just get in and be like, holy cow, this is the pinnacle. Like, this is the end all. What I'm finding is Nissan, Ford, Chevy, they've all caught up. For the longest time, there was no competition. This was it. You know what I mean? Everyone loved them in America for a good reason. Styling, reliability, everything. And Ford couldn't do crap with their Ranger. Chevys, Colorados, they didn't really exist until they redesigned them back in, what, 16 or something like that. And then they started making better vehicles. And the Ford Ranger out, it's nice, got good reviews. I've been in them. They are nice. Honestly, the suspension on those trucks is really nice. Off-road stuff, it's really great. So Nissan, I haven't been in one of those yet. I'm about to go check them out. I've heard really great things about them. So I do like it. I'm keeping it for a year to see if it grows on me. And if it does, then obviously I'll do another review that's like, here's after a year of ownership, here's all the flaws that go along with it. So like remote start, that's another thing. It doesn't have remote start, like I said, until the 2020s. Well, I want remote start. Okay, if I want to do that and I want it to operate properly, it's about $300. You know, you can install it yourself, but it's about $300. Not a super, expensive upgrade to have if you need that feature. If you don't need it, no big deal. But in certain really cold and hot climates where you want to cool down the vehicle or warm up the vehicle and be in there, do remote start, like in where I'm at in Utah, man, it's game changer. It is an absolute must. And so this doesn't have it. And so now I gotta go spend $300, fiddle around with a bunch of wires and install it in here so that I can remote start my vehicle. So just a little more quirky things that Toyota just hasn't done well. And now, since 2020, they caught up and they're like, oh, wow, customers really like this. We better put this in it. And it's like, yeah, we've wanted that for decades. You know what I mean? So it's like, why are you waiting? Why are you holding back on inexpensive features? Like, that's an inexpensive one for them to put in for a premium vehicle. It just doesn't make sense. So yeah, this sounds like a pretty harsh review of the Tacoma. Oh, the good things about it, I should probably go to the good things. Functionality, ergonomics inside are okay. They're just fine. There's nothing great. There's nothing bad about them. I'd just say they're on par, average. I would say the Chevy Colorado is nicer in almost every way, like its navigation and everything like that. They just have done their homework. They've just have seen, okay, this is what people kind of like, but you know what? And then they've added something better. So I got to applaud those guys. So anyway, that's my second review, putting it together.